Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie and her family are speaking out, sharing a message with their mother Nancy's potential kidnapper in an online video posted last night. Guthrie asking directly for proof of life.
We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen.
Here to break down the latest information we know on Nancy Guthrie's case is The Hill's breaking news associate editor, Sophia Vento. Sophia, thanks so much for joining us. You saw that clip from Savannah Guthrie asking for proof of life. What else did we learn in that video from the Guthries?
Yeah, for sure. I think that obviously the biggest thing is that plea for proof of life and just for information. I think the most obvious thing is just the urgency of this case and the urgency of this investigation. Nancy Guthrie has been missing for 5 days now, and time is of the essence in cases like this. And I think the family underscoring her health, specifically some issues regarding the medication that we already known about. But again, just seeing and putting the faces here in front of you with the family and that plea really, really brings to the forefront why this is so urgent and why this investigation, why the investigation needs to proceed and why they're looking for tips of this nature.
There was a bit of confusion this morning as some reports came out that initially made it sound as if FBI Director Kash Patel was heading to Arizona to help this investigation, but now the Bureau has denied that. What's going on? Are local authorities still leading this case?
Yeah, it just looked like some wires got crossed there. The FBI Director Kash Patel was going to be in Arizona for a pre-scheduled engagement. I do think it's important to note that although he won't be, there investigating on the scene, he is obviously overseeing the investigation as the FBI works alongside local law enforcement. He has been getting personal updates about the case as well. So although he won't be there directly, obviously the FBI is still involved in working alongside local law enforcement.
While Patel may not be directly involved, we heard from President Trump that he's sending his support to the Guthrie family and all available resources being put towards their mother's case. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, President Trump spoke with Savannah Guthrie Wednesday evening, where he expressed his support for the family, and also, as you mentioned, said that they will be sending as many resources as possible to swiftly find where Nancy Guthrie is and return her to her family. Aside from that, President Trump is aware of the incident and continues to extend his sympathies.
The Pima County Sheriff's Department is expected to hold a news conference later today providing an update. What should we be listening for to see whether investigators are making any progress?
Well, first and foremost, there has been no suspect or person of interest identified publicly, so that would be the first thing I would keep an eye out for. Otherwise, local law enforcement and FBI did go back to Nancy Guthrie's home on Wednesday, where they further looked around the scene and investigated, so I'd be on the lookout for any updates on that. I would also, given the video posted on Wednesday evening by Savannah Guthrie, if there's been any additional tips or possible information that has surfaced as a result of that.
A heartbreaking case. We will be following it. Sophia Vento, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.